6:12 in the evening, Armin rushed through the living room with his phone glowing in his hand. For the past 27 days, every minute of his life felt like a race he could not slow down. Messages kept arriving, work kept growing, and his mind never stopped running. Behind him, a small voice quietly asked for just 5 minutes of his time. Armin almost said no, but that tiny moment would change his life forever. Armin was always in a hurry. His morning started with alarms and unfinished thoughts. He skipped breakfast more times than he could count. Even simple conversations felt like interruptions. His mind always whispered, "You are already late." His phone became his constant companion. Notifications flashed every few seconds. Each message felt urgent and important, but somehow nothing ever felt finished. The faster he moved, the more pressure he felt. One evening he walked into the house tired. His mind was full of tasks and deadlines. He barely noticed the quiet home around him. Dinner was on the table, but he kept scrolling. Time felt like something he was constantly losing. His little sister Sarah walked into the room slowly. She held a paper covered with bright colors. Her hands were full of crayons and hope. "Bye. Can you help me finish my drawing?" she asked. "I want to show Mama before she sleeps." Armin glanced at the clock immediately. 10 unread messages blinked on his phone. His mind started calculating lost time. 5 minutes felt like a huge delay. His first instinct was to say no, but something stopped him for a moment. Sarah stood there waiting quietly. Her drawing showed a small house and smiling people. She looked at him like he was part of the picture. Armin sighed and sat beside her. "Only 5 minutes," he said quickly. Sarah smiled like she had won a prize. They spread the colors across the table. She asked him which color the sky should be. For the first time that day, Armin stopped rushing. 5 minutes quietly turned into 10. 10 minutes slowly became 20. They laughed about strange-looking clouds. Sarah told him stories about her imaginary world. Armin forgot about his phone. Half an hour passed without him noticing. Sarah finished her drawing proudly. She showed a bright sun above the house. "Now our family looks happy," she said softly. Armin felt strangely calm. Sarah hugged the drawing close to her chest. Within minutes she fell asleep on the couch. Her small smile stayed on her face. Armin gently placed the drawing beside her. For the first time in weeks, the house felt peaceful. The next morning started like every other morning. Armin woke up late and rushed again. He grabbed his keys and ran outside, but he had already lost 10 minutes. Those 10 minutes quietly changed everything. Traffic moved slowly on the highway. Cars stretched across the road like a long line. Armin tapped his steering wheel impatiently. His mind kept repeating the same thought. "You should have left earlier." Later that evening, his father came home looking shaken. His voice was quiet and heavy. "There was a terrible accident this morning," he said. "A car exactly like yours was destroyed." The room suddenly felt very still. Armin felt a strange chill in his chest. His father continued slowly. "The doctor said no one inside could survive." Armin's mind started replaying the morning again. He remembered the 10-minute delay. His heart began beating faster. He checked the time of the accident. It was exactly when he usually passed that highway. If he had left on time, he would be there. The realization hit him like a storm. Armin quietly walked to Sarah's room. She was sleeping peacefully beside her drawing. The crayon sun still shined on the paper. He sat beside her bed silently. Tears slowly filled his eyes. He whispered softly in the quiet room, "Thank you for asking for those 5 minutes." He finally understood something important. The time he called a waste had protected him. Life had slowed him down for a reason. From that day, Armin changed small habits. He still worked hard but stopped rushing through life. Meals, conversations, and laughter became important again. He learned that calm moments create clear minds. Sometimes 5 minutes can change an entire life. Sometimes the moments we think are small are the ones that matter most. Slow down and give time to the people around you. A calm mind and small actions can change everything. Subscribe for more meaningful stories that remind us what truly matters.